And let us begin the question and answer portion with Manapla Negros Occidental. There she is. Congratulations for making it not only this far, but really dominating the corporate and major awards. How do you feel about that tonight?
Being the youngest queen in this competition, I feel so overwhelmed, but extremely grateful for all the things that this organization, especially my handler, that gave this opportunity and chance to look this beautiful every time. Thank you so much.
Indeed, we truly stand a grateful queen, and moreover, age really never is the end-all and be-all of things. So please pick your question, and please be reminded that you only have 45 seconds to answer the question. Your question is, what is your message to a person who has a seat in government but is not supportive of the LGBTQIA+ community? Again, what is your message to a person who has a seat in government but is not supportive of the LGBTQIA+ community?
We, the LGBTQIA+ community, is socially accepted but not politically recognized. And I believe that the time is now. I believe that we should pass the SOGI bill so that that person can realize and understand the importance of our rights. Because we are all human and we all aim for the same finish line. So let us all walk together to a community wherein love, compassion, and kindness grows. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Manapla Negros Occidental. Indeed, I wouldn't mind joining in that finish line with you. Up next, we have Miss Cebu City. Good evening. Please pick your question from the bowl, and you will be given 45 seconds to answer the question. Your question goes, what is your message to your 7-year-old self? Again, what is your message to your 7-year-old self?
I am so proud of you. Even if the world can be so harsh and breaking you into pieces, but you stand tall and stay strong. And thank you. Thank you for being firm and authentic. Being strong is something that's coming from you. You are worth it. Love, important. You matter. No matter what the people has something to say to you, do not doubt your capabilities because you are very proud to yourself. I am the woman of who I am today because of my past. I am very passionate about it. I may not be the most beautiful trans woman in the world.
You did an incredible job, if I must say so myself, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on the matter. Miss Aklan, please pick your question, and you'll be given 45 seconds to answer it. Your question is, with you are 8 strong contenders vying to win tonight. What is your message to the panel of judges? Again, with you are 8 strong contenders vying to win the crown tonight. What is your message to the panel of judges?
Mayang gabi, Bacolod. My message to the panel of judges is to pick the right candidate, not to only represent the trans community or the LGBTQIA+ community, but to also be with us and stand for this fight, because I honestly think that this world deserves more love and kindness. And therefore, if I will speak to you personally, I would love to collaborate with you to heal the world and also across the globe. That'll be all. Thank you.
Thank you for that, Miss Aklan. Quite short and sweet. Up next is Miss Northern Samar. Please pick your question, and you'll be given 45 seconds to answer. Your question is as follows. Thank you for opening the question for me. You're so sweet. What is your message to someone who has been silently battling depression? Again, what is your message to someone who has been silently battling depression?
Good evening, Bacolod. My message to those people who are battling depression: it's okay not to be okay. You can talk to your family. You can talk to your friend. And most of all, don't forget to talk to God. Because God, nothing is impossible. Good evening.
Thank you so much for that enlightening answer. I find much comfort in that. And up next is Miss Cebu Province. Hi, please pick your question. You'll be given 45 seconds to answer, darling. And your question is as follows. What is your message to a buconera or a beauty pageant enthusiast who has never won a crown? Again, what is your message to a buconera or a beauty pageant enthusiast who has never won a crown?
With or without a crown, we are a winner and we are a queen with our own advocacies. Because of pageant, we are relevant. As a candidate, we have our own advocacy. I advocate for gender-neutral uniforms. Being the first ever transgender nursing student in my time marks history in the Philippines to cross-dress in a school campus female uniform. And I really have paved the way for the transgenders that they were able to follow me, because people should not be judged the way they dress and their sensitivity, but judge us for what they have done and accomplished for humanity. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for that. Up next is Miss Miyago Iloilo. Please pick your question, darling. You'll be given 45 seconds to answer. Your question is, what is your message to your co-candidate tonight who you think is your greatest competitor? What is your message to your co-candidate tonight who you think is your greatest competitor?
My message to my co-candidate tonight, who you think is the greatest competitor for me, is thank you for inspiring me. Because at the end of the day, we are sisters and we are part of the LGBTQI plus community. And I want to tell the candidate, the best competitor for tonight is, thank you for inspiring and being inspiration to everyone. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that. And would you have it, we're down to our second finalist who will be answering the Q&A round. I'm blinded by how bright and luminous she is. Negros Occidental, please pick your question. You'll have 45 seconds to answer it. Your question goes as follows. With the recent commotion among our trans sisters in Thailand, what is your message to our Filipino trans sisters who allegedly started the trouble? Again, with the recent commotion amongst our trans sisters in Thailand, what is your message to our Filipino trans sisters who allegedly started the trouble?
Thank you so much. In a country that is not ours, we Filipinos must pay respect to the people who live in a certain country or in Thailand. We must be grateful for the opportunities that they gave us or extended us that we didn't find in our own country. I believe it doesn't matter who is in trouble or who is wrong, but I think that we Filipinos must pay respect and we must reach out to governments just to file a legal action if we hurt it, instead of creating chaos that will affect the entire.
Thank you so much for that answer. Up next, to complete our top 8 finalists for this round is Miss Labangon, Cebu. Good evening. Please pick your question. You'll have 45 seconds to answer. And your question being, what is your message to people who are against trans pageants? Again, what is your message to people who are against trans pageants?
My message to the people who are against of trans pageant is, it's now for you to understand that we do have to accept the individual differences. Because we are living in one world, we should know the individual differences regardless of your gender identity. We can live life to the fullest, but not to the extent that we will violate the rights of others. Thank you.
Thank you for that quite substantive and succinct answer. And that officially concludes our final question and answer round. A job well done to all of our 8 finalists. You all displayed not only runway skills, but truly intellectual prowess, becoming of a Filipina woman.